through no fault of my own, not anything technical, the job just disappeared. Your self-worth really takes a nosedive, especially as it drags on and on and on. It just gnaws on you. It's like that movie with Bill Murray, that Groundhog Day, you know, you wake up every day and it's the same thing except without the laugh tracks. You know, you go shopping or you see people on the streets and you're saying, well, why do I feel so bad? You know, they're probably working and I'm not. Just so embarrassed, you know, and you know, you feel like a second-class citizen.
Meet Ron Kowleski. He's an engineer and is in a field that's been hit hard by the economy. For Ron, there's a new norm.
I recall back many years ago, it was like there was so many more jobs than there were people, and if you didn't find a job here, you could go down the street and find a job. But once you got to a company, you stayed there. I mean, just, you know, until you retired. You know? I never thought it would be this bad.
How bad was it for Ron? He's been unemployed, off and on, since 2001. His longest stint of unemployment was 28 months.
My low point would have been last year. It was actually right around this time. I felt I was really depressed. Actually, I once in a while thoughts of suicide would, you know, I just thinking this is so painful every day doing the same thing, you know, waking up the same way, and just it was real painful.
How'd the pain go away for Ron? For starters, he got active.
I volunteered once a week. I would do Meals on Wheels, and that gave you a sense of purpose. The people were very happy to see you, you know, and so forth. It gave you some, again, a feeling of self-worth.
With some theatrical experience in his past, he tried out for a local play.
I got the part, and I had a real good time, and that really bolstered my spirit, because, you know, I felt here somebody actually wants me to do something productive. I mean, maybe you can talk about acting as not being productive, but if you're entertaining somebody, that's some kind of output, usable output, and that really made a difference. When I was unemployed, I built a shed. I needed a shed, and I built it during the wintertime when it was cold. People would say, "Are you nuts? It's cold." I said, "Well, I got to keep active in the wintertime." So anyway, you do stuff like that, you get a feeling of worth when you do something like that, because otherwise, you know, you don't really have much of an accomplishment. Well, you do the dishes, make the beds.
Ron's strategy was to look for temp jobs as well as permanent positions.
So this would be for like my 28 months of unemployment. This is about 80% of all the applications for the jobs. This is mostly online. There was very few in a newspaper, but this is mostly online. Oh boy, a lot of hopes. I would have to say there's probably about 400 here.
7 months ago, Ron landed a temp job at an international manufacturing company. He's thrilled to be working there, but is cautiously optimistic.
You're getting a foot in the door. It was originally described as being a temp to perm job. A lot of companies do that now. They give a chance to look at a person, give them a trial run, and but at this time they don't have the economy isn't good enough that they think they need a perm person on board. But they said, we will keep you here as a temp.
Although he'd love to be working as a full-time employee, Ron highly advises the long-term unemployed to consider temporary jobs.
A, it starts some money flowing through the household. B, it gives you some sense of worth. C, especially if it's a job within what you have been doing in the past, you're keeping your skills fresher.
Ron has an extra bounce in his step these days. He's enjoying what he's doing, but at age 65, unfortunately, he still has to work.
Yeah, I have to work. There's not enough money in Social Security benefits, and I wouldn't get much off an IRA. The IRAs that I have, I wouldn't get much off of that.
Ron's starting to see the tide turn, as he's now getting calls for jobs.
Just came across your resume online. Just wondering if you were looking for work. Your You may call 1-800-785.
I'd rather work, 5 more years and then retire. I don't feel old. I don't feel old. I thought, well, when I was in my 40s, I thought 65. Where's that cane? Oh, I'll get the cane for this guy. Oh, he got enough depends? Oh, I don't know. And I actually feel younger now than I was when I'm 40.
This highly skilled engineer knows the importance of a job in one's life, and he knows all too well what it's like to be without one.
If anybody's out here who has a job and they know about somebody that doesn't have a job, give them a call sometime and just talk to them. Maybe go out to have coffee or something like that. Try to bolster their spirits because it's really tough. It really, really hurts not to be working.